Hi everyone, my name is Elia and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making another 3D granny square, and what I wanted to make today is this dragonfly. So I really like dragonflies. I think they're so pretty when you see them in real life. I don't feel like this one necessarily does dragonflies justice, but we're gonna try anyway, and I'm probably gonna choose some different colors. So follow along if you're interested. Like I said, I didn't really like the color palette that was in the book of the pattern, and so this is the color palette that I have chosen. So for the background, I'm going to use this sort of ivory color. It's a different ball from the one that I used last week because that one is nearly run out, and this is actually, as you can see, both these are new. And this is actually going to be the wings. This is a very nice pastel green, and this is going to be the body of the dragonfly. It's the peach that I used for the beehive last week. But yes, so what I really like about this particular, not just the brand of yarn, but also the type of yarn, is that they come in different sizes. So last time I showed you the very small black color that I have. But this time I actually have a very large skein of yarn. So this is actually twice the size. So this is a, I believe it's 100 grams, whereas this one is 50 grams. So I really like that they do this because that way, if you need more of a certain yarn, you can just get the bigger skein, or if you need less, you can get the smaller skein. So this will be my color palette, and then I am using a 4mm crochet hook this time. Let's get started. So we're going to start with this color that I'm going to use on the wings. For some reason, this is the color that we start with. So as always, we're going to make a magic ring, and let's get into that. As we get started with this, I just want to make it very clear that I am not recording this as a tutorial. This is really just, for entertainment. It's for inspiration. If you are a crocheter that is not sure what to make next, it's just for that. I got these patterns as part of a book for my birthday. I'm not in any way affiliated with that book, other than having gotten a copy of it. I have not designed these patterns. I'm really just videoing myself creating these squares and posting them and just sharing it with you all. So just to let you know. Other than that, just an apology here for the odd camera angle. I'm really sorry. I think when I was crocheting this, I didn't realize that I was really not showing properly what I was doing, so apologies for that. It does get better, so please do not leave if this is annoying you. I am crocheting the rest of it in the nice middle of the frame, as you can see here. We're now getting to the point where we are attaching the wings to the square. So the way to do this is I'm working in the front loop of each of the first round, and it's a little bit tedious to do this, but you will see that there we go, I am actually making it work. One thing that I like to do when I need to crochet into a chain is I like to take that little back loop to crochet into, especially when I know that you're kind of working with a front back, or like a little row. That way it just looks a lot nicer and neater. I wouldn't recommend this if you're trying to do a split, so if it's on both sides, which is what the body will look like, which you will see a little bit later on. But if you're really doing this and it's really just you're chaining and then you're crocheting back in that row, then that is what I recommend. But here we are getting to the body, and when we go a bit further down, you will see that I am crocheting more in the loops of the V rather than in the back, because we are crocheting on both sides of the body. Now we are getting toward the end of the body, so I am creating the antenna. So that's just a bunch of chains and a single crochet, which I don't recommend that you do that in the back loop like I did, because it doesn't really do what it needs to be doing. As always, I am using a little bit of textile glue just to make sure that my body stays where I want it to stay. That way I can sew this body on the way that I need to. Lastly, before I show you the final result, remember to let me know if you like this new setup with a little bit of background music rather than me continuously talking, or if you prefer me to just kind of talk you through it. The square is now finished, so this is the final result. To be honest with you, I'm not super excited about this. I don't feel like this does a dragonfly a lot of justice, even though I tried to amend the color. So we've got some green wings, some sort of peach orange body, and a ivory white background. I still don't feel like this is really necessarily a dragonfly. But it is very 3D. We've got the wings that pop out and the body is sewed on. So it's not an absolute disaster, but this is not my favorite. As a reminder of all the squares that we've done, we've got the ice cream. To be honest, I'm going to redo this. This was when I was very new to granny squares and I really didn't know where the row started and ended, so it's very wonky. We've got the waffle, we've got the sheep, we've got the mouse, we've got the seashell, the panda bear, the beehive, and finally the dragonfly. Thanks for watching!